Okay, so I'm doing another video and I've resumed my usual starting opening words. I had my second appointment with the General Energy Clinic in Exeter at the Laurels. I had it last Wednesday, so nearly a week ago, not quite yet. It was 13 weeks after my first one because my psychotherapist had to rearrange it. It should have been 10 weeks due to just the waiting times. They try and aim for 6 weeks, but originally it was 10 weeks and then it got moved to 13 weeks because that was the first time he could do it. I think he's had to move a few people's, but that all seems to be sorted now. So yeah, that was my second visit there. I went down really early. I think I got in about 10 o'clock and just like hung around the cathedral and stuff. Did a bit of geocaching, not as much as I'd hoped. But yeah, just hung around the cathedral and got Greg's and just chilled out. And my appointment was at 2:30, something like that. So I went there then. I just wanted to get out for the day. I thought, yeah, I might as well make the day of it. I did end up going into the Laurels about half an hour early, just got I was bored of waiting, but they're pretty relaxed about people waiting there. If you've got an appointment early in the day, they say, oh, you can hang around here, get to know people, talk, and they've got volunteers that hang around there as well, if you need to talk to anyone, and they have tea and coffee and all that stuff. Like, people just go in for a coffee, it's weird, it's not like a normal waiting room. So yeah, I was hanging around there for a bit. It was a bit awkward actually because they had a trans woman group on that day and they're all arriving for that, and I was just sat there like, this is really awkward, I'm the only guy here. And someone actually came over and asked, are you here for the group? I've heard there's a new person coming. So whether they thought I was pre-transitioning trans woman rather than trans guy was a bit weird. So I don't know quite what they were thinking. Hopefully that means that I passed pretty well. Yeah, so then I went in with my psychotherapist. He first off, he went away and arranged some money for me because of rearranging the appointments. I had to change my train tickets, which incurred a £10 admin fee, so I had to ask for that back, which they did without any problem. That was great. So I think I ended up paying like £3 more, but that's probably just the days that I was travelling, so I'm not going to pick a fight over that. So yeah, he went and sorted that out, and then it was just going through what he'd writ in the previous session, like the notes that he'd typed up afterwards, which was really useful for me because my previous issues with therapy and psychiatrists, psychologists and all that stuff is that they make up a load of shit about me and make assumptions. So going through his notes and what he's written about me and being able to say, wait a minute, that's not quite right, or add a bit in, and he marks through bits that he wants me to elaborate on for the rest of the session. So that was really helpful. I think only once, there's a couple of little bits, like he thought it was someone's mother talking about something, it was actually the person themselves. It's minor stuff. And there was one bit that I was just like, what? That's never happened. And he just crossed it out. It was fine. It wouldn't have mattered if that stayed in really, but it was just wrong, so we changed it, or we took it out. Yeah, a lot of it was focused on my childhood, my schools, my family, basic stuff like what's their names, what are they like, what is their opinion of your transition, just stuff like that. Yeah, so we went through all that. At the end, it was an hour appointment, I think. At the end, he asked if there was any questions or anything I wanted to know, or anything he could do to help me as we wait for my next appointment. And I just said, can you give me a rough sort of outline of the times and all that? And he said, well, you got this, my third psychotherapist appointment of the initial 3, so that's the last one of those, will be in 6 weeks from now. It's on the 13th of October. Yeah, so that'll be in 6 weeks, and then from then on I'll have a doctor's appointment, which should be around 3 months, hopefully, and then a second doctor's appointment. Sort of, in the first one, the doctor's appointment's about whether the doctor agrees with my psychotherapist's assessment of me, and then if he does, he will sign it off, contact my GP and ask them to take bloods, and then my second doctor's appointment will be, if everything goes well with my bloods and my health and all the rest of it, then it will be prescribing tea. And then potentially, if everything goes well, after that it will be talking about top surgery. But, you know, this is quite a way in the future. But, yeah, potentially in 6 months, 6 weeks, I could be on tea, or getting the letter for the prescription for tea. That's if everything goes well. He thinks it will go well, because he said to me, I'm not entirely sure he should have said this, but he said to me that you seem like a pretty cut and dry case of gender dysphoria, so that's really cool. That he doesn't think I'll have anything to worry about getting the doctor to agree with his assessment of me and my assessment of me. So that's pretty much it. There's nothing to worry about. Yeah, and on the way back, I sort of tried to get the first train back. I had about half an hour to wait at the train station, and the guy who was there earlier in the day, the big issue vendor, he had a dog, was still there, and I couldn't not do it. I had to go up to him and buy a big issue, and then something I've never done in my life before. He was a decent one. You get some, especially where I used to come from, he'd shout across the street and try and thrust them at you, but he was just chilling there. I went up, asked him how much it was, gave him the money, and then I was just like, excuse me, do you mind if I talk to your dog? And he let me play with his little dog, Sizzles, and it was just really nice, because I haven't seen a dog since Easter. Well, I have seen, but I haven't played with a dog since Easter. I was fucking in tears on the way home, because I miss my little dog so much. But, you know, all in all, it was a good day, and yeah, I just sort of wanted to update you on that bit of my life, and I'll probably make another video sometime soon, because I've got a peacock coming in the post that I want to do a review of when I get it. I want to do an updated Mr. Limpy Packer review, and just stuff. Okay, alright, I'll see you.